If you haven't watched part 1, you've missed a lot. But don't worry, you'll find it in the pinned comment. And now, we continue. We return to Jack and Sandy, chasing nightmares across the city. And then, Sandy reaches the first one. He attacks, and turns it back into a dream. At the same time, Jack catches the second one, freezes it, stopping it on a rooftop. He pauses, surprised. But suddenly, Pitch appears, then disappears, reappears somewhere else. Watching. He speaks, calm, controlled. This isn't your fight. Why help the Guardians? Why care about the teeth? Jack answers, he wants his memories back. But then, Sandy attacks. Golden sand everywhere. Pitch dodges, and strikes back with black sand. The fight begins. Fast, intense. Together, Jack and Sandy overpower him. They throw him into the street. For a moment, it's over. Pitch looks weak, afraid. He apologizes, pretends to be broken. Then, he stands, smiling. The nightmares return, surrounding them. The fight starts again. Jack and Sandy push forward, destroying nightmare after nightmare. They rise into the sky. Meanwhile, North and the others wake up. They see what's happening and rush in. All of them join the fight. But the nightmares keep coming. At one point, Jack makes to collide. They destroy each other. Then, his staff slips. His power fades. For a moment, he's exposed. But he grabs it again. Back into the fight. At the same time, Sandy is surrounded. Black sand closing in. And then, Pitch strikes. A dark arrow, straight at Sandy. It hits. Jack rushes forward, but it's too late. Fear spreads. Slowly, Sandy fades, turning into black sand. Pitch watches, enjoying it. No more dreams, only nightmares. North, Bunny, Tooth, frozen in shock. But Jack snaps. He attacks Pitch with everything. Pitch unleashes endless nightmares. But Jack holds his ground. He channels all his power and releases a massive wave of ice. It crashes forward, freezing everything. And then, impact. A huge explosion. Pitch is thrown away. Jack collapses. Just before he falls, Tooth catches him. They land on the sleigh. She looks at him, shocked. How did you do that? Jack pauses, then says, he didn't even know he could. At that moment, North opens a portal, and they leave. Meanwhile, Pitch stands alone, watching, smiling. His nightmares gather again, like nothing was lost. Back at the North Pole, the Guardians gather. Elves, Yetis, a quiet farewell. For Sandy, no words, just silence, grief. Later, North finds Jack. Alone, Jack blames himself. He couldn't save Sandy. But North reminds him, you fought back. You saved us. Sandy would be proud. Jack listens, but it's not enough. He can't accept this, not without knowing who he is. Meanwhile, the Guardians watch the globe. Lights fading, one by one. Belief is disappearing. But then, Bunny steps forward. Tomorrow is Easter. We can fix this. He asks for their help. They agree. They move to the sleigh, but Bunny stops him. Not this way. He slams the ground. A tunnel opens. They fall, sliding fast, until they arrive. Bunny's world. Eggs everywhere. Moving. Alive. Suddenly, something rushes toward them. They prepare to attack, then stop. It's Sophie. North realizes. She used the globe. They hesitate. Not sure what to do. Tooth approaches her, gently. Shows her the teeth. But Sophie gets scared. Backs away. At that moment, Jack steps in. Invisible. He creates ice. Throws it at Bunny. Bunny turns it into a game. He lifts Sophie, shows her everything. Eggs running, colors spraying, jumping into the lake. Each one different. Meanwhile, the others organize everything. Slowly, Sophie smiles. She enjoys it, laughs. After a while, it's done. Millions of eggs, ready. They move into the tunnels. Across the world, Sophie falls asleep in Bunny's arms. Later, Bunny thanks Jack. Jack apologizes. They make peace. North smiles. But Tooth reminds them, Sophie must go home. Jack leaves, with a mini fairy. They return Sophie to her bed. Quiet again. Jack turns to go, but hears something. A voice. A girl. Familiar. He stops. The mini fairy warns him. They need to go back. But Jack ignores her. He follows a voice. Until he finds it. A hidden tunnel, under a bed. He breaks it open. Grabs the fairy. Jumps in. Darkness. Then, they arrive. Pitch's hideout. Jack looks around and freezes. Mini fairies, trapped, in cages. He rushes to them, tries to calm them. But then, The voice again. Closer. He follows it. It's coming from the teeth. The memories. Jack moves through them, watching pieces of lives, searching for his own. But suddenly, a shadow appears. Pitch! Jack reacts instantly and chases him through darkness, through the maze, until he catches up. Pitch turns, calm, almost amused. He tells him the truth. His greatest fear is being forgotten, children not believing in him. And then, without warning, Pitch drops him into a nightmare. Darkness closes in. Fear surrounds him. Then, Pitch appears again, holding a box. Jack's memories. He offers it. This is what you want. The truth. Your past. Then disappears. Jack chases him, but Pitch keeps circling him, whispering every fear, every doubt, until Pitch appears one last time, cornering him near the globe. He throws the box, laughing, then vanishes. Jack tries to follow, but he's gone. And then, Jack realizes something is wrong. He rushes forward into the tunnels. Bunny's tunnels. But everything is destroyed. Eggs, broken everywhere. Jack freezes. Too late. And then, he notices. The mini fairy is gone. Meanwhile, Bunny stands alone, watching children search. No eggs. No joy. Their smiles fade. Their belief fades. Bunny steps forward, trying to reach them, but stops. They can't see him. And in that moment, he understands. They don't believe anymore. Back at the North Pole, Jack returns. North walks straight to him. Angry. Where were you? Jack realizes. Pitch distracted him. Pulled him away. On purpose. Then, to seize the box. In Jack's hands. Her expression changes. Doubt. And when she sees, the fairy is missing. Everything shifts. North. And Tooth look at him the same way. Like he betrayed them. Jack tries to explain. Apologize. No one listens. Then, Bunny steps forward. Furious. We trusted you. And you left. Easter, was there a chance? Hope. Belief. Now, it's gone. Jack lowers his head. Silent. Broken. He places the doll down. And walks away. Meanwhile, Jamie searches for eggs. Hopeful. Excited. But his friends arrive. Upset. There's nothing. No eggs. Slowly, they stop believing. They tell him it was all a dream. Not real. But Jamie stays. Still believing. Back with Jack, he sits alone. Regret. Everything fell apart because of him. Even now, he starts losing hope. He looks at the box, almost throws it away. But then, Pitch appears. Calm. Certain. He tells him he knew this would happen. The Guardians would never trust him. Jack attacks. Ice. Pitch blocks it easily. The fight begins. Violent. Relentless. Then suddenly, Pitch stops. And speaks. We're the same. No one sees us. No one believes in us. Then, he offers him a choice. Join me, and I'll make the world believe in you. He points around them. Black ice. Twisted. Terrifying. Ice and darkness together can scare the whole world. And fear is enough. Enough to make every child believe. But Jack shakes his head. No, that's not belief. That's fear. He tells Pitch to leave, and then everything changes. Pitch's expression hardens. He reveals the truth. The mini fairy. Captured. Give me the staff, or she's gone. Jack freezes. He could attack. He could win. But he doesn't. Slowly, he lowers the staff and hands it over. Let her go. Pitch smiles. Doesn't move. Then suddenly, the fairy bites him. Pitch reacts, throws her away. But now, he has what he wants. The staff. He breaks it, and hits Jack with full force. Jack is thrown back, falling deep, broken, powerless. Pitch tosses the shattered staff after him, and disappears. Silence. After a moment, Jack wakes up, in pain. He rushes to the fairy, apologizes, then looks at himself, and for the first time, he believes it. That he's the problem. That everything he touches turns cold. The fairy understands. She reaches into his pocket and pulls out the memory box. Gives it to him. Jack hesitates, then touches it. And suddenly, everything comes back. Memories. A boy, laughing, playing, with his sister. And then, he understands. That voice was hers. He had a family, a life. He brought joy. But then, the frozen lake. His sister, standing on cracking ice. Jack moves carefully, trying not to break it. Then, he gets an idea. A game. He tells her to trust him. Moves closer, reaches out, pulls her. She slides away. safe. But the ice beneath him breaks. He falls into the freezing water, and as he sinks, the light appears. The moon. It saves him, gives him power. Jack opens his eyes. Now he understands why he was chosen. He smiles. He had a sister, and he saved her. That's who he is. With new strength, he takes the broken staff piece, focuses, and slowly fixes it. The power returns. Stronger. Then he rises, flying, fast, focused. Moments later, he reaches the fairies, breaks the cages, sets them free, but they don't move. No belief, no flight. Jack turns to the globe and freezes. The lights are fading. Meanwhile, Pitch stands at the North Pole, watching. No more toys. No more Christmas. The lights go out, one by one, until only one remains. Jack sees it. Jamie. And then, we see him, sitting on his bed, holding his rabbit. Quiet. He whispers, "Prove it. Prove that it's real, and not just a dream." Outside, Jack stands at the window, watching. Silent. Not knowing what to do. Inside, Jamie sits alone, waiting for a sign. Anything. But nothing happens. Slowly, he loses hope. Maybe it was all a dream. He throws the toy away. And then, Jack moves. Quiet. He enters a room and draws an egg on the window. Jamie looks up, confused, then surprised. Jack draws again, a rabbit. And suddenly, it comes to life. It jumps, moves, plays. Jamie smiles. Belief returns. Then, the rabbit bursts. Ice spreads across the room. Jamie whispers, "That's Jack." Jack freezes. Jamie looks straight at him. Sees him. For the first time, Jack steps closer. "Can you see me?" Jamie smiles. "Yes." And just like that, everything changes. Jack laughs. Finally, someone believes. He tells him the truth. He was always there, playing with him. Jamie's excitement grows. If Jack is real, then everything is real. North. Sandy. Bunny. Tooth. Suddenly, a sound outside. They open the window. North's sleigh. Landing. But wrong. The reindeer drop it and walk away. Weak. Jack rushes over. North. Tooth. Fading. Only one child still believes. Jamie runs in. Sees them. Smiles. Now he believes in all of them. From the sleigh, Bunny appears. Smaller. Weaker. But he looks at Jamie and stops. Jamie still sees him. Still believes. He tells him Jack brought it back. Bunny looks at Jack. Grateful. Then, the sky darkens. Pitch appears. Furious. Jack reacts. Tells them to hide. Then flies up. The fight begins. Fast. Pitch is stronger now. He blocks everything. Strikes hard. Jack is thrown down. Right beside them. Pitch descends. Slow. Confident. They're all trapped. Nightmares surround them. From every side. He mocks them. They can't protect the last believer. And once Jamie loses hope, it's over. Fear rises. But then, Jack remembers. His sister. The ice. How he saved her. Not with fear. With joy. With trust. And suddenly, he understands. That's his power. He turns to Jamie. Calm. Throws a snowball at Pitch. It hits. Jamie laughs. Then others smile. In the middle of fear, joy appears. Jack moves fast. Creates ice beneath them. Grabs whatever he can. And suddenly, they're moving. Skating. Laughing. Playing. Right in front of the darkness. Pitch watches. Confused. This means nothing to him. But Jack doesn't stop. He keeps going. Then Jack looks at Jamie. Go. Wake them up. We need them. Jamie runs. Door to door. Calling his friends. They come back. Unsure. Confused. But the moment they step onto the ice, everything changes. The sky darkens again. Pitch returns. And this time, he's not alone. A massive wave of nightmares surrounds them everywhere. He laughs. These children won't save you. Darkness spreads. Fear everywhere. No one can stop him now. At that moment, North. Tooth. Barely standing. Weak again. But then, Jamie steps forward. Right in front of them. We'll protect them. No matter what. Pitch snaps. Attack. The nightmares rush in. From every direction. But Jamie doesn't move. He looks straight at them. I believe. I'm not afraid. And the moment he touches them, they change. Darkness turns to light. Dreams. Everyone freezes. Now they understand. Belief defeats fear. And just like that, everything shifts. North stands tall again. Tooth regains her strength. Pitch loses control. Attack again. But now, it's different. North opens portals. The Yidis, the elves, they charge in. The children join. Every touch turns nightmares into light. Meanwhile, Bunny runs. Still small. Nightmares closing in. He hides. They reach for him and stop. Bunny is back. Full size. Full power. He bursts out, fast, fierce, destroying them one by one. Then, he opens the tunnels. Egg warriors flood in, joining the fight. Pitch tries to escape, but North arrives and slams him down. All four guardians attack together. For a moment, it's over. But suddenly, Pitch vanishes, reappears behind Jack, grabs him, about to end it, and then, golden sand. It pulls Jack away. They all look up. Sandy. He's back. He lifts Pitch, throws him, slams him down. Silence. The battle is over. Jack and the others rush to him. Relieved, Sandy rises, spreading golden sand across the sky. Dreams return. Peace returns. Moments later, Pitch wakes up, looks around, confused, then freezes. The guardians, laughing, playing. No fear at all. He steps back, shaken. Then, Jamie runs past him, through him, like he's nothing. Pitch's face changes. No one believes in him anymore. Panic. He runs, trying to escape. But, at the frozen lake, he crashes into North, falls hard. Before he moves, 2 strikes, knocks out his tooth. Pay back. Pitch snaps. Furious. This isn't over. I'll be back. He points to the shadows, the nightmares, proof that fear still exists. But then, Jack steps forward, calm, certain. No one is afraid of you. And those nightmares, they're not here for us. They're here for you. Pitch turns and sees him coming. Is fear turned against him? He runs, desperate, but it's too late. They catch him, drag him down into darkness, and the tunnel closes. Silence. It's over. After a moment, North looks at Jack, proud. The others gather. They thank him. Then, North steps forward, smiles. Welcome, Guardian. At that moment, Jamie and his friends cheer, excited. Jack smiles. Finally, he belongs. Then, the sleigh arrives. The reindeer return, strong again. The kids watch, amazed. Sandy rises. Golden sand fills the sky. One by one, children fall asleep. Jack turns to Jamie. I'll always be there. Jamie runs and hugs him. Jack hugs him back. Warm, complete. And just like that, Jack understands who he is, where he belongs. A guardian. He believed in himself, accepted his destiny, and learned what it truly means to protect, to sacrifice, and to care. And with that, our story comes to an end.